With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. Today, it's an intra-division matchup in the AFC South, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Jacksonville. A little juke. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
A short throw there to Strange. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd down and a yard. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Jaguars first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Dances by at the 20. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Parker Washington, a 15-yard touchdown Brown. And the Jaguars will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Extra point attempt to come here. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Antonio Johnson, a nice tackle there behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stop.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. To throw, here's Ward. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Emmanuel Ogbah drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. DK to return.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Titan football.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They fake the handoff. Now Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and sneak it here.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Jaguars back with it on offense.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
They'll look to ETN to start things out.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stumped that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And they'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They go play action with Lawrence. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
That's complete into the hands of Myers.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A 47-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real 0 to 100 real quick.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking to put a drive together.
Throwing now, Ward.
And that's complete to Cooks. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
We just saw an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches. They want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Ward.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Tennessee.
Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked. And this is going to be a touchdown. Well, problems with the snap, it leads to the block, and that in turn leads to 6 points the other way.
And while it's rare to see the long snapper get blamed for a touchdown, that's exactly what we have here. It was his snap that ultimately gave him enough time to get home. And once they scooped the ball up, there was nobody there who could get him down. Just a brutal play all around.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
To put a drive together.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw is Ward. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Here's Allen. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Open man is Myers. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
They juked him. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
That's to the tight end, Helm. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here now, 2nd and 4. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Throwing is Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now Ward. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Ward. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Returnable now for Allen. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
ETN up the middle.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
32-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
To the right side, incomplete to Washington. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. In motion is Washington. Lawrence going to throw again. It's Myers again with another catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. That's Myers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Over the middle, complete. That's Washington. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Now Lawrence. Washington's got him.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, is continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will do it for this first half.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you downstate an hour or two to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. That's complete to DK.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
That's good for the Titans. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Making that play behind the line was Dwayne Smoot.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw, here's Ward. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. Be complete to Okonkwo. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. Got to do it.
Eric Armstead able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there, but you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
In motion left goes Cooks. From the gun, Ward. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Going for it, here's Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Going quickly here to Thomas. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Another toe for ETN. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, 46 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Ward. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. But following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, Ward. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still 2nd down.
Throwing is Ward. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It's the safety, Antonio Johnson, who dragged him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Ward. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now Lawrence to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Lawrence on the sneak. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you'd think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3 quarters have come and gone.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On play action, Lawrence.
His throw incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Here's Lawrence.
Complete to Washington. No, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
But when you're up I expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Myers. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lawrence on the sneak. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low risk, low reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
What a spin. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans now just about ready to take over. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Out of the gun, Ward. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Ward
they got him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
The offense on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Throwing now, Ward.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line.
The Jaguars offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Out come the Titans now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Cooks motions to the left. To throw is Ward.
And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Antonio Johnson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And that's complete to Cooks. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
A gain of 12 on the play. It's now 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw, here's Ward.
16-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Thomas has got it, complete. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run with ETN. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Jaguars.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So it's the Jaguars who come away with a win, and they got a solid outing here from their quarterback, Charles, and that's, of course, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, he was in complete control of this offense. He had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And to be honest, he really made it look easy out there.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
it.